Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's session, we will explore Sri Aurobindo's powerful poem, The Tiger and the Deer. This poem beautifully contrasts the forces of violence and innocence, strength and vulnerability, destruction and beauty. In this video, I will introduce Sri Aurobindo, the poet, explain the poem line by line with meaning and analysis. So let us dive into the poem and uncover its deeper meaning. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful discussion. Come to the poet Sri Aurobindo. Sri Aurobindo, a visionary philosopher, poet, and spiritual leader, was born on August 15, 1872 in Calcutta, India. His life was a remarkable journey of intellectual brilliance, political revolution, and profound spiritual transformation. Educated in England at the University of Cambridge, Aurobindo mastered European languages and literature, but his art remained deeply connected to India. Upon returning to homeland in 1892, he served in administrative and academic roles in Baroda and Calcutta. However, his growing nationalist fervor led him to actively participate in the freedom movement against British rule between 1902 and 1910. His powerful writings and speeches made him a key figure in India's struggle for independence, leading to his imprisonment in 1908. During his time in prison, Aurobindo experienced a deep spiritual awakening that changed the course of his life. In 1910, he withdrew from active politics and took refuge in Pondicherry, then a French colony, dedicating himself to spiritual pursuit. There he developed integral yoga, a unique path that aimed to unite human consciousness with the divine. His teachings inspired many, leading to the establishment of Sri Aurobindo Ashram, a center for spiritual seekers. A prolific writer, Sri Aurobindo explored philosophy, yoga, and Indian scripture through his works. His major books include The Life Divine, The Synthesis of Yoga, Essays on the Gita, The Secret of the Veda, and The Human Cycle. His epic poem Savitri, a legend and a symbol, remains one of the most profound spiritual literary works. Sri Aurobindo passed away on December 5, 1950, but his legacy continues to inspire scholars, seekers, and visionaries worldwide. His writings and teachings remain a guiding light for those seeking a higher consciousness and a deeper understanding of life's purpose. Now let us know a few things about the poem. The Tiger and the Deer is a short didactic poem written by Sri Aurobindo in 1930 and later revised in 1942. Sri Aurobindo's poem The Tiger and the Deer is a powerful allegory that contrasts the forces of violence and innocence, strength and vulnerability, destruction and beauty. Through vivid imagery and symbolism, the poem presents a gripping sense of a ruthless tiger pouncing upon a gentle deer, illustrating the eternal struggle between power and purity. The poem reflects Aurobindo's deep philosophical vision, highlighting the coexistence of brutality and grace in nature and society. The tiger, a symbol of raw strength and aggression, represents the forces of tyranny and oppression, while the deer embodies innocence, beauty, and divine grace. Despite the tiger's dominance, the poem suggests that the deer's purity and gentleness have an enduring spiritual power that transcends physical destruction. At a deeper level, the tiger and the deer can be interpreted as a reflection on history, human nature, and the triumph of higher ideals over the brute force. Aurobindo subtly conveys that while violence may reign momentarily, it is the virtues of truth, kindness, and spirituality that ultimately endure. With its thought-provoking themes and a striking contrast between brutality and innocence, The Tiger and the Deer remains a timeless poem that resonates with readers, urging them to reflect on the deeper forces shaping human existence. Now let us read the poem, The Tiger and the Deer. Brilliant, crouching, slouching, what crept through the green heart of the forest? Gleaming eyes and mighty chest and soft, soundless paws of grandeur and murder. The wind slipped through the leaves as if afraid, lest its voice and the noise of its steps perturb the pitiless splendor, hardly daring to breathe. But the great beast crouched and crept and crouched a last time, noiseless, fatal, till suddenly death leaped on the beautiful wild deer as it drank, unsuspecting from the great pool in the forest's coolness and shadow. and it fell and torn, died remembering its mate, left soul in the deep woodland, destroyed the mild, harmless beauty by the strong, cruel beauty in nature. But a day may yet come when the tiger crouches and lives no more in the dangerous heart of the forest, as the mammoth shake no more the plains of Asia. Still then shall the beautiful wild deer drink from the coolness of great pools in the leaf shadow. The mighty perish in their might, the slain survive the slayer. Now let us understand the poem line by line. Brilliant, crouching, slouching, what crept through the green heart of the forest, gleaming eyes and mighty chests and soft, soundless paws of grandeur and murder. These lines tell us about the tiger's approach in the dense forest. The poem begins with a vivid description of a tiger moving stealthily through the heart of the forest. It's portrayed as a magnificent yet terrifying creature, brilliant, powerful, and deadly. Its gleaming eyes, mighty chest, and silent paws suggest both grandeur and a threat of violence. These lines introduce the tiger as a symbol of power and danger. The poet highlights its imposing physicality and silent movements, emphasizing the dual nature of beauty and danger in the wild. The tiger still foreshadows the inevitable attack on its prey. Let us come to the next few lines. The wind slipped through the leaves as if afraid, lest its voice and noise of its steps perturb the pitiless splendor, hardly daring to breathe. But the great beast crouched and crept and crouched a last time, noiseless fat. These lines indicate the silence of the forest. The wind moves carefully through the trees, as if fearful of disturbing the fierce and merciless presence in the jungle. The tiger moves in silence, creeping forward cautiously, preparing for a deadly final strike. The lines tell us there is a tense atmosphere, portraying nature's response to the predator. Even the wind appears hesitant, symbolizing the overwhelming power of the tiger. The repeated mention of crouching and creeping builds suspense, highlighting the tiger's patience before it attacks. Now let's move on to the following lines. Till suddenly death leaped on the beautiful wild deer as it drank unsuspecting from the great pool in the forest coolness and shadow. These lines tell us the deer's fate. Without warning, the tiger pauses on the unsuspecting deer as it drank peacefully from the cool forest shadow, unaware of the imminent danger. The inevitable moment of attack arrives. The poet contrasts the deer's innocence with the tiger's lethal nature, showing the harsh reality of survival in the wild. This moment represents the struggle between the weak and the strong. Let's move on to the next few lines. And it fell and torn and died, remembering its mate, left soul in the deep woodland, destroyed the mild, harmless beauty by the strong, cruel beauty in nature. These lines speak about the tragedy of nature. It explores the emotional depth of the poem. The lines merely mean that the deer falls to the ground, wounded and dying, remembering its mate left alone in the vast forest. The gentle, harmless creature is destroyed by the merciless force of a powerful predator. This shows the suffering caused by the nature's brutal acts. The poet presents the contrast between the deer's innocence and the tiger's cruelty, emphasizing the tragic yet inevitable fate of the weak in the world ruled by the strong. Friends, now let's come to these following lines. But a day may yet come when the tiger crouches and lives no more in the dangerous heart of the forest, as a mammoth shakes no more the plains of Asia. The poet in these lines speaks about a future without the tiger. These lines focus to the future, suggesting that even the most powerful creatures are not eternal. The poet is optimistic that a time may come when tigers no longer roam the forests, just as the mammoth have been vanished from the earth. The reference to the extinction of mammoth implies that nature's balance is always changing, and even dominant forces like the tiger may one day disappear. Let us come to the concluding lines of the poem. Still then shall the beautiful wild deer drink from the coolness of great pools in the leaf shadow. The mighty perish in their might, the slain survive the slayer. These lines speak about the enduring spirit of the deer. Here the poet concludes with a powerful message. Strength and cruelty are temporary, but innocence and resilience will continue. He means that even if the tiger disappears, the graceful deer will still drink peacefully from the forest's pools. Power may fade, but the spirit of gentleness and survival will endure beyond destruction. The final line, the slain survive the slayer, suggests the deeper philosophical idea. True survival lies not in the physical strength, but the endurance of virtue and purity. I hope this discussion has given you a deeper understanding of the poem's meaning and significance. Stay tuned for my next video where I will discuss important questions and answers from an examination perspective. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more literary discussions and analysis. Also, feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your interpretations. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the beauty of literature. Thank you once again.